The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Got a little space. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. And the Bears are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Play fake Lagway. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And we knew the challenge this QB had against this defense. This is the best pass defense in the country. They do such a great job using their eyes, making plays, breaking on the football. They do a little bit of everything. And early in this football game, Palmer, the defense gets a win.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback now, you got to turn the page, but you got rated pass defense.
Snags it, and there's running room. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
And the Sun Devils right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulls it on the option. And he slides to avoid the contact and did it just at the right moment and got the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
They'll run with Brown. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Flips it out to the back. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on third and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up fourth down.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on fourth down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on fourth down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get those goal-to-goal situations, The defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Pulls and fires complete. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. And the Bears want to pick up the tempo.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage. And, hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender is going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined.
Maybe a crease. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Mack. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And Kenny Dillingham, man, he knows how to coach offense. And he got that big extension this offseason, and he immediately took it and invested in the wide receiver position. Like, to make it easy for his quarterbacks. Got 2 of the best ones in the portal. They expect the pass game to continue to grow and develop, even though Sam Levitt took off.
Well, and you got to replace Jordan Tyson. In my eyes, he was the best receiver available in the draft from a season ago. And so you got some new faces coming in, throwing it around. You got some new bodies catching it as well. This is an offense with tons of potential, but those playmakers outside and some of these new faces, they have to gel with their quarterback quickly.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line. Doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Naylor sends out the offense to go to work. They even things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Leaves it with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Bears want to move quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Trying to escape and get it himself.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
From the gun, the running back has it. Just ran him over. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Bears are moving quickly down the field.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Throwing, Lagway. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a second and long. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
And Baylor's a team, man, it's been interesting to watch them, because offensively, they make no bones about it. They want to throw the ball all over the yard. And what do? To replace their stud from a year ago, they go in the portal. They get DJ Lagway, a guy that can spin it, has had some high moments, also had some inconsistencies, Palmer. So I'm interested to watch this young man at the helm.
Yeah, the big key, I think, for Baylor is this coaching staff getting the most out of DJ Lagway, because you said it, David. He was one of the most recruited players and Gatorade Player of the Year in high school for a reason. His ceiling is so high. The issue, though, has been the consistency. If this coaching staff can get him to play his A game week in, week out, this Baylor offense is going to be impossible to stop.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Lagway wants to throw. Here's a heat. Slips away. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying, because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They want to run this quarterback. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. As the officials spot the ball, they've stopped play for an injured Baylor Bear. And as their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose, Holly will update his condition soon. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on fourth and short. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Back to pass, it's Boley. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Man, that is exactly what you want. That is perfect execution. Back near your own end zone, man. You want to get that ball out of your hand. You want to create some space, and don't flirt with that end zone at all. Ball gets out of quarterback's hand. Receiver makes the play. Great job understanding the situation.
They'll run out of the gun here with Robinson. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him trying to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch them side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them.
Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Boley. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bears will hustle to the line. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Not a lot of room to field this one. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play. And it
makes a grab and room to run. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Back to throw, it's Boley. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Baylor! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. Got his man in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
As long as Kenny Dillingham is calling plays for Arizona State, I think the quarterback's going to be fine. New guy, new face, but here's what they did. They surrounded him with elite weapons from the portal. Kenny Dillingham, again, is a great play caller. Palmer, I look forward to watching him settle his guy in and seeing what he can get out of a first-time starter.
Well, they got a lot of experience coming in out of the portal to replace one of their big stars in Sam Levitt, obviously. You bring in Keene, who's played a lot of snaps, thrown for a lot of yards in his collegiate career at a couple different spots, and a very interesting young prospect in Cutter Boley, who showed flashes during his time at Kentucky as well. Can those guys fit into this system, take the reins? It's been a great competition all off.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lagway. A lot of defenders around on that screen.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Makes the catch. It's Miller. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, you see them there taking the shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that DN getting that sack.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Dropping back, it's Boley. On target. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there.
That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. You better be aware that stiff arm's coming. He gave him the business end of it and gets it out to the 14. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. As the officials spot the ball, they've stopped play for an injured Baylor Bear. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Hauls it in at the 40. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Scanning the field, it's Griffin. He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Holds and oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Finds his man. It's Miller. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on third down.
Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Mack. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Bowling. Takes a hit as he fires. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Now they'll run the draw. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust. Dropping back, it's Boley. Looking for a huge play. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Going with the counter play here. There's a crease. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Bears in the hurry up. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on?
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Bears! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Boley. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
And man, oh man, I just don't understand what we're trying to do offensively. Like, last possession was your 4th pick, and coming out, throwing again. They've got to find some way to settle this dude down or settle his behind on the bench and find somebody else that can make some plays.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Looking for space to the left. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
To the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Waning seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the number 4 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
And it's the Tar Heels sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Got blown out in the 1st half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. The option look. Now the toss. Maybe some room here. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Keene. Hauls it in. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Punt is in the air. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Drives into the pile just to pick up of 1. They'll spot it at the 10. And the Bears want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He's got it again. There he goes. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing.
The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Bounced off his feet. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Griffin. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. As the officials spot the ball, they've stopped play for an injured Baylor Bear. The Bears will send out the punt unit. He gets it away from his end zone, and a very good kick here. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The play action fake. Fires to the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Wants to throw. It's Keem. Right on the money on the slant. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, going to the air. Throws to the tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, and that one stings, right? Like, you're a receiver, it's fourth down, understanding where the sticks are, you do everything right except for the last part, man. Just lose concentration, maybe take your eye off the football a little bit. And some drops are big, and some are bigger. And that was a big one on fourth down to drop that football when he had the first down.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Makes the grab. It's Livingston. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. The Bears headed quickly to the line.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seen the...
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure, because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
The option, he'll keep it. Turning it on. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Sun Devils in a good spot here with second and short.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception. But they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
To the air, it's Keene. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
He wants to throw it again. Fires it down the seam. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and, man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Bennett. And the ball was knocked away, incomplete. But unfortunately for the defense, the quarterback was knocked away and roughed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Bears moving quickly to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Taken in by Smith on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. He gets a block. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A give to Brown. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Keene. That's caught. It's Harris. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Got it, looking for a first. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut. Downs to work with after the roughing the passer call. The keeper on the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Throws for the tight end. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Naylor sends out the offense to go to work. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Gets the back moving. To throw, it's Bennett. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. Gives it on the option. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Off play action on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Looking to throw, it's Keene. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Mack. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
To the air, it's Keene. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Off the play fake on first down. unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Bennett. Flips it out in the flat. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Trying to barrel in. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free. But the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Between the uprights, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Now the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And they'll mark the spot on this one just outside the 40-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back to pass, it's Bennett. They'll run the screen. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. Going to field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Slithers into space. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should... He caught it! The Bears trying to cash it in on first and goal. And he will score! Touchdown, Bears!
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the...
Caught, and he's got room. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that...
Oh, he's got some space. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Trying play action. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Keene. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The screen, he can go. Got enough space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Looking for the score. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a 1st down with a penalty. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Going for 6. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Yeah, good for...
Oh, they block it. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team able to